Good morning. We are just minutes away from embarking on a trip across the United States.
My name's Allie, and this video is going to be different from anything I've ever done.
We're going 7 hours.
Woo! This is home for the next few days. First of all, I'm leaving Canada. We're gonna be driving thousands of miles across the country, on the road again, stopping in a ton of new cities along the way.
Oh my gosh,
there it is! And on top of that, I have a very big announcement for you guys, so stay tuned and let's go.
This video is brought to you by Airalo.
I have been up since 6 a.m. this morning and I am so excited for today. Feeling bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, but my bags are the last thing that need to go in. At the moment, you guys, we have a fully packed car. Most of it is hiding under the tarp at the moment, but I do feel like what's under the tarp is a pretty big hint, so I'll show you guys a little bit later. Now, if you've seen some of my most recent videos, you may be thinking to yourself, Allie, didn't you just go on a road trip like 2 weeks ago? And yes, I did do that, but I feel like the difference between these road trips is just like very astronomical. Astronomical feels a little extreme. So in my last road trip, first of all, it was solo. I only crossed one border and it was only a day long. And for this trip,
she gets me.
Yay!
Yay!
If you haven't met him already, this is Tristan.
It's me. Hi.
So we're gonna be embarking on this journey together. For the next week, we're gonna be driving around the States and
trekking about.
Yay! Okay, we're going! Oh, this car is nice to drive, actually.
Well, good. You're gonna get well acquainted.
So something we are anticipating is potentially being detained. Considering the amount of stuff that we have in the back here, it's not uncommon that happens. Do you think we're gonna be detained?
But I have a good feeling. I think we're gonna make it through.
I was gonna say a good feeling we're gonna be detained? We already stopped at the Canadian border, asked them a couple questions, and they were really nice. We'll see how we go. Passports are ready.
5 minutes later.
Minnesota! Well, that was just best case scenario.
Literally.
We basically got through and he didn't even ask about what we had in the backseat.
I'm saying it's because of your sweater. She looks cute as can be in it. He just saw her and was like,
off she goes.
No, I'm just kidding.
So you don't like my sweater?
I love it. It is a cute sweater.
Okay, off we go.
Off we go.
Today has been primarily a driving day. We haven't been making tons of stops. We are primarily just trying to make it to our final destination for the night. But with that being said, we've basically used up the entire tank of gas already. We did use Gas Buddy though, so we're only paying $2.84 per gallon. Honestly, that's pretty crazy to me. So I actually recently just canceled my cell phone plan completely. I've just been out of the country for too long and I'm intending to do a lot more international travel, so I decided to just switch over to Google Voice primarily, as well as an eSIM. I started using Airalo back in 2022 when I was working on cruise ships, and honestly it's just the most convenient thing for international travelers. Since Tristan is from Canada, he is also using an Airalo eSIM.
Sure am.
Like I already mentioned, Airalo is an eSIM, so it works 100% digitally. If you go to the app, all you have to do is pick the region that you're visiting, pay for the package, and then it automatically installs into your phone. Honestly, it is super easy and thankfully not as intimidating as it may seem. Airalo is really cool because they have plans in over 200 regions and countries. So best case scenario is that you buy it ahead of time, and then by the time you land or arrive in your destination, you're all set to go. And honestly, the best part is that you can keep your original number. So if you guys have not tried it yet, you can use my code ALLIE3 for $3 off your first purchase, or click on the link below. Honestly, I promise you won't regret it. It is so amazing.
Honestly, I've been loving it. I've done a bunch of traveling over the past year. Having Airalo and eSIM has been game changer. I love it.
Thank you, Airalo, for sponsoring this video. Good morning from Madison, Wisconsin. So yesterday we were on the road for a total of 12 hours, but we finally made it to Madison and it's my first time and I'm really excited about it. We do have some fun things going on today, but being here is also like a little hint in terms of what my announcement is. Not because of Wisconsin itself, but because of the friend that I'm visiting here. This is my friend Stormy. Hi! Yay! So Stormy and I used to work together at Disney for a couple years and my main squeeze there, but now she lives in Wisconsin, so we're here visiting her. Yay! We're gonna be going on a little e-bike ride around town and just kind of seeing what Madison has to offer. Yay! Wow, we literally could not have asked for a more perfect day. I love this. As Stormy was saying, that literally just yesterday was like peak fall time. We got really lucky. So back in Canada currently, all the leaves have already fallen. It is very much past the autumn season, or at least where like there's a lot of fall foliage, but here it is peak season right now. We just finished riding around the entire perimeter of this lake right here. It's called the Lake Loop. It's kind of hard to see, but the whole perimeter is just filled with all these vibrant trees. I feel like when it comes to bike riding, I have just such fond memories associated with it. I used to bike every single day when I was working in Japan. It just feels so refreshing and free. And on top of that, we also went to get cheese curds, which are super famous in Wisconsin. This was my first time ever trying them, and we went to this place called The Old Fashioned. It is apparently ranked as one of the best cheese curd spots in Wisconsin, and they did not disappoint.
All right, we're tolling it up.
Woo!
Goodbye! Goodbye, Wisconsin. Hello, Illinois. We made it.
We made it to Chicago.
Woo!
We just got to our hotel in Chicago. We're staying at the Hyatt Regency right on the water with this beautiful city view. Oh my gosh. You can just see everything right here. Recently, I've been mentioning miles and points a lot on this channel, and it's because I've really just been finding them so useful. I used a reasonable amount of Hyatt points to get this beautiful spot, and we're just here for one night. I am Discover status because of my card. Get a bunch of free waters, free room upgrades. It's amazing. Tristan, how does this place compare to the last time you were in Chicago?
Oh, this is much improved. It was a school trip the last time I was here. It was with a band class, and so we were staying in a bit smaller of a place. Good morning from Chicago.
We do not have too much time here today. We're literally here just for the morning.
And heading through.
Yes, but the main thing on our to-do list today is 1, to see the bean, and 2, to get pizza. We were actually advised by some of my friends yesterday not to get the pizza, just saying it's like a touristy thing, but I feel like it's my first time ever in Chicago, so I have to. It's not an option here. Did you get the pizza the first time you came?
I did get the pizza the first time I came. It's got a lot of tomato sauce. I feel like if you go into thinking it's going to be a pizza, it's a very unique and different experience than pizza.
So we haven't been in Chicago for too long, but so far it's reminding me a lot of New York City.
I mean, it definitely has a good energy that matches like New York.
Very city vibes, lots of skyscrapers. I feel like the biggest difference is that there's just not as many people, and it's cleaner. We see the bean. New York City does not have a bean. Here it is. Hi. This will likely come as a shock to nobody, but at 11 a.m. it's a little busy here. So I didn't learn this until today, but the bean is it is one of the largest permanent outdoor installations in the world. We got our pictures with the bean. They're iconic ones.
I was gonna say they're beantiful, but that's a stretch.
I think that's one of the coolest places in Chicago I've ever been to.
Okay, she won.
And now we're gonna go get some deep dish pizza. Here we are, we made it to Lou's.
So, we got our Chicago style pizza here.
Deep dish.
Deep dish.
Woo. We ended up just getting an individual one.
We ate a lot last night, so.
Yeah. The way that everything's on top, and it's like all the different layers, is a very different experience, but I really like it. Ooh, cheese. Oh no.
It was going so well. And then it wasn't.
Something I think is very interesting to me is like all the different styles of pizza. I would say like Chicago style deep dish is maybe not my favorite.
It's different. The crust is like a little more crispy.
Buttery.
And then it shows off more of like a tomato sauce.
Mm-hmm.
So if the tomato sauce is really good, I could see how that would be good. The particular pizza that we had today was good because it had like a slice of tomatoes, so they took some of the sauce off. I quite enjoyed it.
I liked it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think either way, it's still really good. We tried it. I feel like in theory, it would be really nice to just try all the different styles and see what's out there, but just not my favorite. Whew.
We made her. Back to the car.
On the road again. A double rainbow! Wow! Oh boy! Welcome to Nashville.
Oh, just driving, powered through. But it's good to be here. This is exciting. I've never been to Nashville before.
This is both of our first times in Nashville, so we decided to make it special. We got a Bachelorette Airbnb. There are a ton of cute Airbnbs here in Nashville. We just happened to go with this one because it was available on these dates and it was a good deal, but it happens to be Dolly Parton themed. So this is the view when you enter. Here we have Tristan. You're like really pretty.
You're so kind.
I love the neon signs.
Here is the kitchen. Always having dinner with Dolly. They have a couple other nice little touches as well. They have like a full washer dryer, little snack, just like a quaint little kitchen. Gets all the basic needs done. But then we have my favorite part. These lights are killing me. It's definitely meant for like I'm getting ready with all my girlfriends for a girls' night out. Tristan and I are just gonna be here in the morning like time to get ready, glammed up. This is home for the next few days.
Home sweet home.
We have been just driving all day long. It's time to go to bed. Woo!
Good morning from Nashville. It truly is feeling like as we're driving further down south that we are going back in time, which we were expecting. We knew it was gonna get warmer, of course, but the leaves haven't even changed color here. So far, Nashville is a lot different than I had expected. Our Airbnb is on Music Row, and it's feeling a lot more like suburban than I thought it would be. But right now, we are gonna be heading to have some food. We are currently here at Biscuit Love. They are known for their biscuits, as you can see right here. This one is the East Nasty, sauce with gravy, fried chicken, hot chicken, biscuits. And then the lady at the front, she said that this is her favorite thing on the whole menu, so we have to get it. It's the B-roll. We've split everything here on the menu. Let's try it. We were warned this was gonna be a messy experience, and that is absolutely correct. Gravy everywhere.
Let's see the food dance.
The dance. Do the chicken dance. Big nom. Just gonna have a thumbs up here.
Well, as lovely as Nashville has been, we have decided to make a little pit stop in Greece. Just kidding, this is not actually Greece. Although I do love Greece, this is actually a full-scale replica of the Parthenon, but here in Nashville.
What do you think about the Parthenon?
Oh my goodness, it's nothing like any of the rest of the city, so it's a really neat spot to come visit for sure.
Is it like Athens?
You know, it's a little better put together, so I mean, if you want the thing all together and done, then this is the one to come see.
Really, who needs to go to Greece when you can go to Nashville? Right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it is interesting. Tristan and I have both been to the Acropolis in Greece, like within the last 2 years, and obviously this is very different because it is not ruins. So now there's only 2 things that we're missing.
Baklava and
Euros. We have just been walking here around Centennial Park, and it has just been the most gorgeous day. This park is definitely reminiscent of like Central Park in New York City, except obviously on a little bit of a smaller scale.
But everyone's been out in the park. We've seen plenty of dogs. And then
yeah,
over
the best
here,
part is it's dog day today. And so everybody has their little puppies and whatnot, and we're like, I love it.
The dogs! It's always a treat to see like a dog on your walk, but we've seen like 30. But then right next door, you have just the city. I just love when there's like a little blend of nature and city in the same area. It's a nice little escape and a beautiful day. Next up, we are going to a spot that I was recommended by a lot of people to go to. Something that Nashville is known for is all of the live music, all of the starting artists. Something that Tristan and I wanted to do, because we both have a background in the arts, is go support some local artists. Okay, here we are.
We made it. Cheers. She is pounding this drink back.
This is really fun. Surprise, surprise, we are back and looking for food. So of course we are getting some Nashville hot chicken. We have gotten lots of recommendations, but we have decided to go with Hattie B's hot chicken. Honestly, I couldn't tell you the last time I had fried chicken, yet here we are having it 2 times in a day for the plot, of course. This was yet another one of those spots that you guys had all recommended that I try, and I'm so happy I did, especially the location on Broadway because the vibes here were just so fun. We both decided to get the classic sandwiches with a side of the Dirty Bird fries, and they were so juicy and perfectly crispy. Tristan and I both agreed that this was like the best fried chicken that we'd ever had, but naturally we had to finish off the night with a banger. But you know, we do have a very long drive tomorrow, so we actually didn't go to any bars, but we did make a stop for dessert. I did a little Googling and ended up finding the spot that had amazing homemade ice cream and cookies. It's called Mathesine's, I think. So basically we just stopped here, and guys, it was so good. Honestly, who even needs the bars when you could just have cookies and ice cream, get sugar wasted, and call it a night? Well, this all has been a bit unexpected. It is now the next day and things just have not really gone quite to plan. The original plan was actually that we were going to be in Florida last night. Yesterday was meant to be a huge travel day for us. It was going to be 11 hours from Nashville, Tennessee to Florida, but we ended up having to make a stop. Now, why were we such in a rush to get to Florida? And that is because we actually had a deadline that we were originally going to have to meet. However, that deadline actually got pushed back until Monday. With our back health in mind, because Tristan and I have both recently had herniated discs, we decided since we don't have to rush anymore that we would stop along the way and just break up our trip a bit. As I mentioned previously, I used my Hyatt points to book that spot in Chicago. I thought that spot was good, but this one's pretty great. Look, so I didn't do this on purpose. I was just trying to find one of the cheapest spots somewhere between Tennessee and Florida. We've ended up in Atlanta, Georgia in this gorgeous place. Honestly, I really don't know why this hotel was so cheap. My guess is maybe because it's like a hospital hotel, like it's right next door to the hospital, but this is like a newer hotel. It has amazing reviews. The bed is so comfy, and we also like accidentally ended up being given a wheelchair accessible room. This place is actually massive. Over here where I was just sitting, we have a little living room space, and then over here we have like an entire kitchen. And I feel like because it's wheelchair accessible, there's just so much extra space. And then in here we have the bedroom. It's a little chaotic right now, but it is super functional, and the mattress is like the best hotel mattress we've ever slept in. And then here's the bathroom, toilet, shower. Here. So prior to arriving last night, we went to Whole Foods. It has been ages since I've been to Whole Foods, but I feel like they just have like the best hot bar or, you know, like food to go. And originally we didn't really know we were gonna be getting a kitchenette. I think I just didn't realize what I had booked, but we ended up getting some chicken, butternut squash, got some Brussels sprouts, lima beans, and roasted cauliflower.
I'm so ready for food. It's gonna be so yummy. Whole Foods!
Dinner is served. Woo! A common misconception that I feel about a lot of travel content creators is that they are always traveling. A lot of the times we are traveling. There's a lot of admin, there's a lot of behind the scenes. The only difference between this and my normal behind the scenes is that right now I'm at a hotel in Georgia. But for real, I've been editing my Jamaica vlog all day long, and for some reason I have a random egg on the table. It be like that sometimes.
3 days later.
For the past couple days, we've been using this hotel as like a base camp. We weren't really expecting to make this stop, but we did have some work to get done. This is where we stayed.
Lolly doodly. Georgia was lovely. I mean, we spent most of it in this room, but it's been really nice just because we've been on the road, having a little normalcy, a little bit of time just to get on top of some stuff we've gotten behind on. Super great. But we are heading on the road now.
Let's go.
Oh, babe, you gotta get out. Let's do it. Final leg.
7 hours.
Woo! Light work, baby. Easy.
Off we go.
We've left. We're on the road for one final time.
We're currently anxiously awaiting the sight of our very first palm tree.
I think it's gonna be wild when like we cross over, because like so far it's just like leafy trees and whatever. Seeing something tropical like that, that's gonna be pretty cool. We've seen the works.
We've already started to hear the change in accents. It's a big southern thing.
Y'all.
But yeah, we've heard some y'alls, some ma'ams, but the palm trees are gonna be a big difference. It's our last border.
Our last border to cross. It's quite thrilling. Oh, that looks like a sign. I think it is.
There's a little orange.
Oh my gosh, there it is.
Woo!
We did it.
Florida, welcome to
Florida! Woo! Yay, we made it.
Yeah.
Our first palm tree. Not a very lively one.
I'm so excited.
A new milestone, another long drive, but for now, we are almost home.
Dinner is served. We got some lean cuisines. This is not a typical meal for us, but we just finished driving 7 hours. We only stopped twice for gas, once for Starbucks, but other than that, we just went the whole way through. Bam.
We crushed it.
But with that being said, we haven't really eaten in a while. Here we have it, our meals for the evening.
Lean cuisine.
This is a fried rice, and that is a...
Asian? Was this an Asian style?
Yeah,
They're
this is
Asian.
an Asian style meal.
I honestly think my face says it all.
Give me the
Yeah,
face.
Sounds like, I feel like subconsciously I was doing it. It smells good.
We've ended up staying at yet another Hyatt, again free with points. So we're just gonna tuck her in for the night because tomorrow is a really big day. Good morning, guys. We have officially reached the end of our road trip. We're also coming to the reason why we are here in Florida. As fun as this road trip has been, we didn't decide to go on this road trip just for fun. We are here for a reason, and that's because we're buying a house.
Yeah!
Time to sign some papers.
Let's do it. Woo!
So we officially put in the offer last month, but today is the day that we are closing. So we're here at the office to get all the papers sorted. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna say lobby, but we don't know where we're going.
I cannot believe this, you guys. This is my first time ever going through a process like this, and I just can't believe that this has all led to this moment right here. I've literally been dreaming of this since last year when I was still on the cruise ship. So to actually be here in the office, signing all this paperwork.
We did it!
Although, of course, a little bit tedious, this is such a pinch me moment, and I just feel so incredibly thankful.
So, I love you.
I love you.
We're doing it.
This is crazy. I feel like it's just so crazy, like have these ideas and dreams at some point, but for them to actually come to fruition, and
Yeah.
these are big steps.
Like, this started about like a year ago. I'm really proud of us.
We bought this property without ever seeing it in person. This is a pretty big deal. First time. 5 minutes away.
Oh my God. How are you feeling right now, sweetie?
I'm feeling so tired.
She was yawning during the whole signing process, and the lady was like, "Oh, baby, you so tired." It was really cute.
I am really excited. I'm just really tired.
Last night, I was like, "Are you sure you don't want to get the sleep?" And she was like, "No, I want to wake up and work out." And so this morning, she woke up kind of early and did her workout, but she's now tired. She turned them 6s into 9s. Oh my gosh, what a vibe.
Aww.
Oh, it's lovely. Oh my gosh, look at this.
Oh, this is
so cute. So here's the entrance. Oh my gosh.
There's palm trees.
What is this? 28 hours later, we're officially home.
Yeah!
This is huge.
We made it!
We made it! This is definitely bigger than I thought it was.
Me too.
So there you have it, folks. I've officially purchased my first home, and I am beyond excited for this next chapter. Honestly, it just feels so surreal to be here right now. So we actually got this property without even seeing it first, and just being here, it's amazing. Very much like a pinch me moment. So now at this point you may be thinking, why Florida? How did we end up here? So let's get into that a little bit. I've mentioned this in a previous video as well, but one of my really big goals is that I've always wanted to own a home. Homes are a great long-form investment, and with the money I've saved up from various contracts, it's just something that I wanted to invest my money in now. However, I'm not quite at the point right now where I'm wanting to like settle down per se. At this point, I'm still not 100% sure of where I would like to end up long-term, and in this next season of life, I'm foreseeing myself being more of a nomad. So with that in mind, what makes sense for my situation? So then it got me thinking, what aspects of my life are important to me? What's something that I always want to have be a part of my future? The first things that came to mind was 1, Disney, and 2, cruising. Before I started working on a cruise ship, I actually worked at Disney for 5 years, both in California and in Japan. In addition to that, I also grew up in Southern California. I was obsessed with Disney. I mostly picked my college because it was close to Disney, and I love going to the Disney parks for vacations. And in addition to that, I've also recently joined the cruise world. I've done 2 contracts with Royal Caribbean, and I quite enjoy cruising. So with those elements in mind, why not use this opportunity to create my dream vacation home? This is a place where I can reside whenever I want to go to Disney, whenever I go on a cruise. And if I'm using this as a long-form investment, this is a place where I can eventually bring my kids to make those memories too. So with all of that being said, we are going to be doing quite a bit of renovations. Currently, it's just not in a state that we're happy with, so we are going to be making lots of changes. We do want it to be more like an immersive experience rather than just like a house. So this next chapter is going to be a little bit of a renovation series, which I'm really excited to see what that's going to be like, because I am not super savvy with this stuff. This is right up Tristan's alley, so he's going to be a huge asset in all of this. He's basically going to be guiding me and telling me what to do. Ideally, the goal is to have everything completed mid-December-ish. I'm not sure how ambitious that is at this point. We'll see. But yeah, then after that point, we will not be living here full-time anymore. We'll just just be coming periodically whenever we go on a cruise or go to Disney World, sorry. So anytime we're not here, we're probably gonna list it on Airbnb.
So you could stay here too if you want.
Yeah, I am super, super excited to take you guys along with this new chapter. It is obviously gonna be a little bit different than my normal travel stuff, but it's gonna be fun. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I feel like this video means a lot to me because it is kind of the marking of a new adventure in my life. I hope you guys stay tuned to see more of it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time.